this by-election is really proof of something that you have been talking about on Hollywood Sources for quite some time now, which is that you cannot predict anything in Scottish politics. If you had asked me that question 5 weeks ago, my answer would be extremely different from the answer that I'm going to give you now. And I think a couple of the really interesting changes that have been happening is that there had been much talk previously about shy reform voters. So any kind of gaps in the polling were attributed in part to people who were planning to vote reform at some point, but just didn't want to admit to it. That sense of shyness is gone. When you speak to people in the constituency and you ask them who they're planning to vote for, they are quite comfortable in saying that they're planning on giving their vote to reform. And the other slight shift there is, yes, absolutely, Jeff is right. There is a scunner factor. But there's also a change in vibe now to a hopefulness. So people are voting for reform because they are fed up with the SNP, they are fed up with Labour, they are absolutely fed up with the Scottish Conservatives. We're not even talking about the Tories at this point. So yes, there is that scunner factor, but people are genuinely now hoping that reform are going to do something different, that reform will be positive change. And that's interesting because when you try and pin them down to exactly what policy it is that's attractive or what it actually is that Nigel Farage is offering or Ross Lamy is offering, who's obviously the Reform UK candidate, they can't tell you. But there's also been a shift in people that I'm speaking to in the area from sort of higher socioeconomic backgrounds who are saying that actually they think that reform will be best for them. They're no longer thinking about voting with a social conscience because they feel so squeezed. They're worried about taxes. They're annoyed about private school VAT increases. And they're thinking about what party will put them and their families' needs first. And they feel that that's reform. They feel that they will be financially better under reform.